Have you ever looked at your cat and thought, you act like you own the place? Well, that's not just catitude. They may be tapping into something ancient. In ancient Egypt, cats weren't just pets. They were seen as divine, magical, and mysterious beings, worshipped by pharaohs, protected by law, and feared by those who crossed them. Today we're diving deep into the golden sands of time to uncover the spiritual power, cultural influence, and legendary status of cats in one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever known. In ancient Egypt, cats held a place of deep reverence and respect. They were seen not only as loyal companions, but as protectors of the home and bringers of good fortune. Egyptians marveled at their ability to hunt snakes, scorpions, and rodents, keeping homes and food supplies safe. But beyond their practical purpose, cats were believed to be magical creatures. Their sleek, mysterious presence was thought to ward off evil spirits, and they were often kept as spiritual guardians. Harming a cat, even accidentally, could land you in serious trouble with the law. That's how precious they were. To the ancient Egyptians, cats were a bridge between the physical and spiritual world, moving gracefully through both realms. Bastet, sometimes called Bast, was one of the most beloved deities in ancient Egyptian mythology. She began as a fierce lioness goddess of war and protection, but eventually evolved into the graceful, nurturing goddess of home, fertility, and domestic harmony. She was often depicted as a woman with the head of a domestic cat, or as a sleek black cat adorned in golden jewelry. Bastet was the ultimate divine protector, guardian of women and children, and a fierce defender against evil spirits and disease. Temples dedicated to Bastet were filled with statues, offerings, and even live cats. She represented everything cats stood for: independence, power, grace, and mystery. The Egyptians believed cats possessed spiritual sensitivity far beyond human understanding. Their calm yet alert nature, silent movement, and sudden changes in behavior were all seen as signs that they could detect unseen energies. Cats were said to sense evil spirits, detect illness, and even guide souls in the afterlife. In homes, they acted as spiritual protectors, often curling up near sick or grieving family members. It wasn't just affection, it was healing. Priests and priestesses even kept cats in temples to help maintain spiritual balance and purity. Their mere presence was believed to cleanse negativity and maintain peace in sacred spaces. That's right, cats were honored with mummification, just like pharaohs and priests. When a beloved feline passed away, families would mourn deeply and prepare the cat's body with care. Thousands of cat mummies have been found in tombs, showing just how widespread this practice was. These mummified cats were sometimes buried alongside their owners to accompany them in the afterlife, or offered as sacred gifts to Bastet. Some tombs even contained entire cat cemeteries with inscribed sarcophagi, food offerings, and protective amulets. It wasn't just about honoring the cat, it was about ensuring their continued guidance in the world beyond. Cats in ancient Egypt were strongly linked to femininity, intuition, and creation. Their elegance, self-sufficiency, and nurturing instincts mirrored the qualities of divine womanhood. Women often wore cat-shaped amulets for protection and fertility. Mothers prayed to Bastet for safe childbirth and family health. To have a cat in the home was believed to bring blessings of abundance, sensuality, and inner strength. In art, goddesses were sometimes shown alongside cats, symbolizing the powerful connection between the divine feminine and feline grace. Ancient Egyptian art is filled with depictions of cats lounging at the feet of royalty, sitting regally beside scribes, or chasing birds in lush gardens. These weren't just decorative images, they were reflections of how deeply cats were woven into the culture. Cats were seen as symbols of poise, protection, and peace. Many tomb paintings show them as family members, not just pets. Some even wore golden earrings, collars, and other adornments, just like people. In life and in death, cats were given honor, and when a cat died, family members would sometimes shave their eyebrows as a sign of mourning, displaying just how profound their loss was. In a society where law and spirituality were closely connected, cats enjoyed extraordinary protection. Harming a cat, intentionally or not, could result in severe punishment, banishment, or even death. There are historical accounts of angry mobs attacking foreigners who accidentally harmed a cat. Cats were under divine protection, and to injure one was not just a crime, it was an act against the gods. This legal protection speaks volumes about how sacred cats were in Egyptian life. It wasn't just love, it was spiritual duty and reverence. So, the next time your cat gives you that regal look or curls up beside you with silent affection, remember, they come from a long line of sacred beings. In ancient Egypt, cats were protectors of the soul, companions to goddesses, and symbols of something much deeper than we may ever fully understand. They were worshipped, feared, and absolutely fabulous. And in many ways, they still are today. If you enjoyed this journey through feline history, hit that like button, subscribe for more mystical cat knowledge, and drop a comment. What role do you think your cat would play in ancient Egypt? A royal, a priest, or maybe even a god?